let's go ahead and add a modal that will allow us to add new students. So the idea is that when you click on this button right here, add new student, a modal should pop up. So navigate to ant design, so ant and then .design, and pretty much just search for modal. And right here you can see that you can pretty much just see how it works. So if I click on open modal, you can see that we get this modal, and inside we can have some content. So to add this modal is very straightforward. So you can pretty much just show code, and then you can see that you need a state, and then pretty much this is the actual modal, right? So you have the modal, title, visible, on OK, on cancel, and these are click events. Let's go ahead and add this to our project. So let's go ahead and import the actual modal. And within our state, we need to tell whether the modal is visible or not, so we can have full control of it. So is, and then add student, and then modal visible. And initially it will be set to false. Let's go ahead and define two functions that allows us to toggle this value. So let's go ahead and say this function. So let's go ahead and say open. So let's go ahead and have a open, and then add student modal, and this is equal to a function that will simply change the actual state. So the state will be this, and we're going to set this to true, right? And let's copy this and then add it right here, and this will be close. So close, and this will be false. So you'll see how we're going to use these in a second. Now scroll down, and right before the actual footer, let's go ahead and add the actual modal. So modal, so this has to be a component just like that. And then if I close that, I get auto completion. And let's go ahead and add the actual props. So we have title equals to add, and then new student. Let's also go ahead and define the visible. So this is how we're going to toggle the actual modal, equals to, and then the actual state. So this dot and then state dot is, and then add student modal visible. And in fact, let me go ahead and grab that from the actual state up above. So if I remove that and then scroll up, so right here you can see that we've got this destructuring operator, and then paste that in. Now if I scroll down, so let's go ahead and add the actual on OK, and this will be when we click on the OK button, so this button right here. So if I scroll up, open, you can see that we have cancel and OK. So let's go ahead and say on OK, we want to invoke this dot and then close, add student modal, and the same for the actual on cancel. So on cancel equals to, and then this dot state, or actually close modal, right? Close add student modal, in fact. So there we go. And finally, let's actually go ahead and add a width. So we want this to be quite big, equals to 1000. And for now, inside of the actual modal, go ahead and simply say h1 and then hello modal width and d. Save that and open up Chrome, and if I go to our app, you can see that nothing happens. So if I click on this button, nothing really happens, right? And this is because we haven't attached the actual click listener or the actual click event to this button. So to do that, go ahead and open up footer.js, and right here simply go ahead and say on and then click equals to, for now, pass a function, and let's simply alert. So alert and then hello. Save that and then go back. If I click, you can see that we have hello. So instead of this alert dialog, we want our modal. So go back and then right here. So what we're going to do is actually invoke the actual method that we're going to pass down. So right here, simply say props and then handle add student click and then event. So invoke this. Now copy this method name and then go back to app.js, and inside of this footer, let's go ahead and simply pass that down. So copy that, and this footer can be actually self-closing, just like that. And this will be equal to a function, and the function will be this dot and then open student modal. Save this and save the footer as well. Now go back to Chrome, and if I press OK, and you can see that refreshed. Now if I click on add new student, you see that we have our modal that says hello modal with and D. So this is awesome. Next, let's go ahead and learn about forms with React.